Hi, welcome back to Golden Hour Thoughts, the podcast where we slow down, reflect, and let the dreams do the talking. I always talk about dreams and goals on here, but today, let's have a little fun. Let's talk about my 20s and 30s. No big lessons or manifesting prep talks, just the raw shifts, the chaos, the clarity, the funny realizations in between. If I think back to my 20s, I wouldn't say I was naive, but I definitely had more patience in a way that was not serving me. I gave way too many people way too many chances. I didn't know when enough was enough. I would hold on, try to help, try to make things work, even when it was clear they were not meant to. I've grown out of that. And don't even get me started on the idea of working hard to deserve success. I used to believe that in order to be rich, I had to work tirelessly. That money and worth were somehow linked through sacrifice, that I had to network, prove myself, be seen constantly. Now, I don't have the energy for that. And more importantly, I don't believe that anymore. I want peace. I want my time. I don't think life needs to be a hustle to be valuable. If my early 20s self walked in the room today and asked, what should I stop wasting time on? I would tell her, stop chasing. Stop chasing people, stop chasing money, stop chasing moments like they'll disappear unless you run after them. Just stop. Breathe in, breathe out. Look around you. This moment is gold. It won't come back. You won't relive it. So why spend it sprinting? When it comes to people, I used to think they should change for me. If someone wasn't acting the way I liked, I want them to adjust. Now, I see it differently. They are free to be how they are, and I am free to look away. I don't owe anyone my attention. I can choose who gets to be in my space. And just because someone asks for my energy doesn't mean they're entitled to it. I don't have to engage out of guilt or obligation. One of the biggest realizations I've had about myself is that I used to think I had to earn the things I wanted. Like I had to level up before I was allowed to have them. But the truth is, some people don't even try that hard and they still get what they want. So maybe it's not about deserving. Maybe it's about allowing. Maybe it's about not chasing. Maybe ease isn't the enemy of receiving. Maybe it's the key. Still, if there is one trait I've carried from my 20s into my 30s, is that childlike spirit, that refusal to believe adulthood should or has to be boring or heavy. I never agreed with the grow up and be miserable mentality. I still don't. Life should be fun. Life can be fun. And just because you're older doesn't mean you should shut joy down. Now, if I had to put a warning label on my 30s, it would say, caution, we'll drop the drama, grab the dessert, and live unbothered, even while the world burns. The difference in vibe? My 20s were chaotic, troubled, full volume drama. Think high energy, overwhelming music. My 30s? Peaceful background music, serene, something you could fall asleep to. Yeah, sometimes there is a spike, life happens, but then it goes back to soft and steady, and I love that. I used to take what people thought of me so seriously. I had to impress them, I had to prove that I was worth their time. Now, honestly, I couldn't care less. I know I'm worth it. That's enough. End of the story. If I had to choose two words for each decade, my 20s, instability and chaos. My 30s, grounded and stable. Both had fun, but one came with a lot more peace. And if someone younger than me said, I'm scared of turning 30, what if I lose myself, or what if life gets boring? I would say you can't lose yourself. You might feel like you do sometimes, but it's just a detour, not a disappearance. And life doesn't get boring unless you define excitement as a constant drama. Peace is not boring. Joy is not boring. Freedom is not boring. That's actually where you do the most. That's when you create, enjoy, live without chaos as the price tag. So, yeah, this version of me, I like her. She's grounded, she's fun, she's not overthinking anymore. If something doesn't feel good, she doesn't force herself to stay. She gets ice cream and moves on. Very simple. And honestly, that's enough for today.